Hello, I'm Mia Walker, and we're live on Channel 41. Today, we're discussing the tragic shooting of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. ABC News reports that the suspected gunman may have been identified through surveillance footage from a hostel, even flirting with a worker there. The police seem to have several leads, including the suspect's possible travel history and weapon type. Jaylen, what initial thoughts come to mind given these early details?
So, Nia, what strikes me about this situation is how it combines elements of meticulous planning with moments of unexpected vulnerability, like the suspect's interaction at the hostel. It is fascinating to see how small details, such as a request to see a smile, can become crucial in a high-stakes investigation. The use of a rare weapon also adds another layer of complexity, indicating a level of premeditation. These elements suggest a calculated yet human dimension to the suspect's actions, which might provide valuable insights as the authorities work to understand the motive behind this tragic event.
Jaylen, that's a really insightful observation about the blend of meticulous planning and impulsive behavior. The suspect's actions, like flirting while using a potentially rare weapon, create a puzzling contrast. I agree that these seemingly small details are often critical in investigations. It underscores the human element even in calculated acts of violence. It'll be interesting to see how the investigation unfolds as authorities piece together the puzzle, from the markings on the bullet casings to the suspect's movements before the tragic event. Turning to our next story, the New York Times reported on December 6, 2024, about a 7.0 magnitude earthquake off the California coast. While the quake triggered tsunami warnings, thankfully, minimal damage was reported due to the remote location of the epicenter. Interestingly, despite the low damage, the earthquake caused quite a stir among residents, with some reporting intense shaking. Jaylen, what are your initial thoughts on this earthquake's impact given its magnitude and location?
The earthquake's impact, despite its magnitude, highlights the importance of location in determining the extent of damage. Being 30 miles off the coast means it was far enough to avoid catastrophic consequences on land. It's fascinating how Margaret Cook, as mentioned in the New York Times article, described her fridge moving across the floor, illustrating the power of these natural events. While the tsunami warnings might have seemed excessive, they were a precautionary measure. Christine Goulet emphasized the unpredictability of the area, and I think it's better to err on the side of caution when lives are potentially at stake.
Jaylen, I agree with your assessment of the situation. The earthquake's offshore location significantly mitigated its impact on populated areas. As reported by the New York Times, the incident underscores the importance of preparedness. While the tsunami warnings were ultimately unnecessary, the rapid response system aimed to prioritize safety. It's reassuring that schools like the one where Sue Nichols works have implemented earthquake drills, ensuring students know how to react in such events. This earthquake serves as a valuable reminder for everyone living in earthquake-prone regions to review safety procedures. Turning to our next story, The Guardian published an article on December 6, 2024, detailing South Korea's political turmoil. Ruling party leader Han Dong-hoon warned that President Yoon Suk-yeol's continued leadership poses a great danger to the nation after a retracted martial law declaration. Han expressed concerns about potential repeat of extreme actions, citing reports of Yoon ordering arrests of political figures during the brief martial law period. Jaylen, what's your take on this unprecedented situation and its potential implications?
This situation in South Korea is quite intriguing, given the dramatic escalation from a martial law declaration to an impeachment discussion. The political landscape seems to be in a state of turbulence, with Han Dong-hoon's shift indicating serious internal conflicts within the ruling party. The potential impeachment vote and investigation could lead to significant political restructuring. The implications are vast, affecting not only South Korea's governance, but also its international relations. It highlights the precarious balance of power and the importance of constitutional checks to prevent such extreme measures from destabilizing the nation's democratic processes.
Jaylen, I agree with you. The situation is indeed quite complex. Han Dong-hoon's concerns reflect a deeper issue within South Korea's political system. It's a delicate balance between executive power and democratic processes. The potential impeachment and investigation add further layers of complexity to this already turbulent situation. It will be interesting to see how this unfolds. Thank you for joining us on Channel 41. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful discussions like this.